our solidarity. Let us now welcome Mrs. Lina.
Hi everybody, thank you so much for being here. I would like to begin by acknowledging that we are gathered here today in Mi'kma'ki, the ancestral and unceded territory of the Mi'kmaq people. Acknowledging the Mi'kmaq ancestral territory is just one way of showing respect for and honoring our shared treaty relationship. I would like to also acknowledge that Nova Scotia has been home to over 50 African Nova Scotian communities and cultures, and whose culture and heritage and histories have been and remain a key part of the province for more than 400 years. To everyone here, thank you for being here. My name is Lina Hamid, and as a Sudanese Canadian, my heart breaks for my homeland, the land of my heritage, family, and blood. We are here to shatter the silence and demand for the unfolding crisis and catastrophe in Sudan to be heard. The media often calls this a civil war. I stand here to tell you that this is not a civil war, this is a proxy war. A war fueled by competing international interests vying for Sudan's location, its gold, its fertile lands, and its resources. The fight is between two military factions, none of which we support. Not the Sudanese army forces and the Rapid Support Forces, a paramilitary group. But their fight has been prolonged by foreign powers who keep funneling weapons and resources and support to their chosen side, turning Sudanese lives into cheap pawns in a greater geopolitical game. Foreign powers like the UAE and Russia have been plundering millions of tons of gold out of Sudan in the past few years. Well, actually, for battle over democracy or governance, it is a brutal, self-serving power struggle between two entities that the civilians do not need. Sudan has been pushed to the brink of the world's largest and worst humanitarian crisis. 15 million people have been displaced. If you think about that, that's almost half the population of Canada. 15 million people have been displaced. Reports have put the number of just children who have died of starvation, at 500,000. That's 500,000 souls gone. That's our future gone. Criminals! We must not look away as well from the recent developments, of course, in Al Fasher, the capital city of North Darfur. For many years, the city has been a vital hub for months. The city has been a vital hub for people displaced by the war and has been under a brutal siege. The fall of Al Fasher to the RSF is ushering a new phase of terror. Reports emerging of mass killings, rapes, and ethnic cleansing echo the darkest chapters of Darfur's history. In the first 48 hours of the Sudanese armed forces backing from Al Fasher, 2,000 civilians were gone in just the first 48 hours. The world's silence, famine, and genocide. The war in Sudan is not the forgotten war, it's the neglected war. People are looking away because they just see black bodies attacking black bodies and they think it's none of their business, but Canada is very much complicit. Canadian weapons are in Sudan right now, killing our people. Must officially acknowledge and condemn the atrocities happening in Sudan, and to specifically recognize the ethnic violence occurring in Darfur. To the Canadian government, $103 million is nice, but simply not enough. For the immigration and family reunification stream that has been opened to help Sudanese Canadians bring their families here, That system, that program is fraught with systematic racism. It is absolutely impossible for Sudanese people to bring their Sudanese Canadians to bring their families here. We demand that the government fast-track and expand special immigration measures for Sudanese civilians who don't have the advantage of having family in Canada. We have done so with other crises and other wars. We must be able to do the same for Sudan. The federal government is just simply choosing not to do so. We are here today to be the voice of the voiceless. The blood of the Sudanese people is being shed for profit and power of others. The only people that are profiting from this are the armed forces that we do not support, the RSF, who should be completely dismantled, and foreign powers that are meddling in our affairs and taking over our land. Statements and concerns is done. It's been done. We need action now. Thank you.